It's been a while since I was on my bicycle for weather reasons and being under the weather. But I just, life is good because you can rearrange things. So you move that raised bed on stilts out of the middle of this place over to the side down there. And suddenly it's just a beautiful situation. It's like moving furniture around in your bedroom. It's the simple things. Well, it's a wonderful thing to be out on the bicycle again. I had my long version of a cold. I'm not going to say it. That's got my GPS. Start my ride. So anyway, yeah, so it's a perfect time of year to, I need some help here. It's a perfect time of year to be back on the bike, to be healthy. With all that's been going on for the last few years, and then another war in Europe, a dangerous one. It's one thing when you can say that, shit's happening in Congo and Yemen and Somalia or Mali, wherever. And, America's got troops in Iraq and Afghanistan and all over the place. Back in the day, even today. But it's another thing when you're mixing it up with nuclear power, nuclear armed power, with autocrats, dictators, whatever you want to call them, at the top, an autocrat. 20 years for God's sake. I just don't remember people complaining that much about Putin until the Syria situation. Before that, it was like, okay, let's just go along with it. Europe was happy to get the oil and gas. Russia already clamped down on the Western oligarchs, but there was still business flowing, still an opportunity to be friendly and kind of leverage Russia against our competition with China. But then again, we import everything from China. So we take advantage of the labor arbitrage. And you have people like Curtis Yarvin who point out that that's kind of a goofy thing. I'm having a lot of fun reading the New Right people, but people who are interesting, New Right people, and who communicate well and write well. Because, if you're going to call yourself a this, that, or the other thing, then as opposed to what? And if you don't know what you're opposed to or why, then, what's going on? Not that I'm opposed, because I'm really not somebody who likes labels, because I'm always learning and reading, so my thinking changes over time. I'm not a very dogmatic person, and I'm definitely not an absolutist in any shape or form. I'm the curious type. So I tend to find something interesting and, okay, I'll read some Thomas Sowell books for a while. The only thing I don't like are really annoying YouTube influencers who are just in a bubble and acting like dicks all the time, and their generation this, that, or the other young thing, and they think they're so freaking clever, but only to their little clique. And of course they're not interesting, they're not original, they're just annoying. And that could be anybody from the left, the right. Name them, pick and choose. I don't even have to name them. If you don't know about them, you don't care. And if you don't care and don't want to know about them, I'm not going to drop a name because you don't care. And why should you care? They're not that interesting anyway. So forget it. But some are, and I've been following them. And some are really fun to read.